In today's video, I have a really fun topic, and it's all about ChatGPT and HubSpot, and specifically, how can you figure out if your leads are coming from ChatGPT? Let's back up. We're 2025, ChatGPT, AI, Claude, Gemini. These services are kind of taking over by storm. More and more people are going to them instead of going to Google to ask questions, to get consultations. We have people creating business coaches, right, in ChatGPT and saying, tell me what I need. Tell me how to find the right service provider. Tell me how to fix the problems I'm having. And ChatGPT, which is of course connected to the internet and has a lot of data at its disposal, is now crafting answers that can include specifics. So for example, you could be in ChatGPT and you could say, I need CRM, email marketing help. What are some agencies I can find? I'm looking for something small with expertise in my industry and in my time zone. And ChatGPT will now give you those links and answers. And so what businesses are seeing is traffic coming from ChatGPT.com to your website to, check you out, possibly to request a quote. It's pretty exciting. And just yesterday, I was speaking with a client who said, actually, I had a discovery call last week, and we asked them how they found out about us, and they didn't say Google, they said ChatGPT. And I thought to myself, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how that's showing up in HubSpot. I wonder how that's showing up, how you can find this information. Because, of course, if you don't know me already, I'm Sarah Kapler. I'm founder and CEO of Centric. We're a CRM-driven marketing agency. We support small businesses with their marketing and their CRM management and, just help them get the most out of their CRM. So, of course, I'm nerdy and plugged in enough that my immediate thought this morning was, I wonder if that's showing up in HubSpot and how to find that. And lo and behold, I found it. That's what today's video is. I want to show you where I found this and how you can find it too. Now, I've only looked in HubSpot so far, so that's the topic of the video. Stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll first want to share if I figure this out for other platforms as well. I want to show you the use case here of how this actually came up and why I hopped on to make a short video. So I am in HubSpot and I have a form, a contact inquiry. Somebody submitted that form. They consented to email marketing. I have their information. And I'm in here at the contact record looking, and what do I see? But this contact was created from other campaigns from ChatGPT.com, April 7th. So somebody was referred to our agency by ChatGPT.com. I can kind of deduce, based on their page views that, it's probably they're asking for something Typeform agency partner specific, and that's how they stumbled upon us, or that's how ChatGPT got us to their short list. So I get some clues as to how they found us. And of course, I can't see the exchange, and I can't see if we were number one of 3 or number one of 1,000, recommendations, but I can kind of piece together a little bit based on the page view, like what angle, brought them to us. So that was kind of exciting. So then my next question was how does this appear in the data? So I did what any data nerd would do, and I went into HubSpot. I got an entire data export, which if you know HubSpot, it looks something like this, which is, every form you've ever created, every field you've ever created is going to be, in here. I have 238 columns in this, which is kind of insane. But what I did was I found the person. So I did a simple find, and then I scanned the data and was like, all right, where is ChatGPT.com? I'm sure that's got to be somewhere in here. I saw it on the front end. It must be somewhere, right? And sure enough, it's other campaigns and ChatGPT found the columns. Let me highlight them here. So I found it, and it's at the very top, latest traffic source and latest traffic source drill down 1. Now these field names are important, and I'll show you why. Because when you are in your HubSpot and you are looking at your contacts, so let me pull it up here. Here are my 1,278 records. As you can see, we're a small but growing business, so not enormous, but I wanted to find that information. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do edit columns, and I'm going to pull the drill down field. Latest traffic source, drill down 1, and I'll just, for the sake of it, do original source, drill down 1. So I'm going to pull both of these over. I'm going to select them, apply, and now they are going to be here at the end of my view. So I can see here this information is being pulled to the front. It's available. And now the next question I have is, how can I filter by drill down? So I'm going to find this. I find the field and I can set it to, so here is my person who showed up, contains exactly, latest traffic, original source, contains exactly. So I've only got one person who's coming from ChatGPT, but if you do this exercise, you might find multiple people. And I think it's super interesting and super relevant. I think this is super interesting to know that the information is coming into HubSpot and that it's visible. I'm going to check it out for my clients. And then especially to kind of look a little bit more closely at like what content, what page views, what is it that's pulling them in from ChatGPT, and how can we create content that is readable by these AI technologies so that you get more traffic and more discovery calls and more inquiries. Obviously, that is the goal. So I hope you found this useful. This is just a little spontaneous video to try to show it to you because I was excited. But I hope you find this useful. And if you have any questions about how to make your CRM insightful, what data is available, analyzing things, trying to make the most of the data that you have, please do reach out. This is my favorite thing to do, as you can probably sense from my enthusiasm already, but it is my favorite thing to do. And it's turning data into insights and how to make that more actionable as part of your marketing strategy to just work smarter, not harder. And it's just such an interesting time we live in right now when things are shifting and changing, and, nobody quite knows what it means yet, but everybody is plugged in and following along. And I think the best thing you can do is get visibility into this, and that'll help you kind of monitor trends and or make connections and or find a way to use this to your advantage, no matter what business you are. So reach out for a free consultation if you're interested in nerding out over this. I'm happy to take your call and hopefully help you grow your business. Okay, have a great day.